My name is Ramos. I'm going to be talking about how to manage your school stress.
My name is Martinez, and I'll be talking about relationship stress.
Everybody. My name's Jaron Summerfield. You gotta speak this loud, bro. And I'm gonna be talking about job stress.
Wait, stop recording.
It's recording, just keep going.
In high school, there's a lot of stressful things, and bro, I don't know what I'm talking about. School stress?
Yeah,
it's still rolling.
You're literally
What stress?
So some examples of school stress would be just like the general drama, relationships, schoolwork, college. For me, it's college stress and just like drama and stuff. But some ways to manage could be just focusing on the bigger picture and not, the drama and stuff. Just
Keep going.
manage school stress. Some ways I cope with school stress would be just like having alone time and stuff. It's always good to be, just be comfortable like by yourself. It's always good to not like have to depend on others. Also, not to like focus on drama and stuff. It's not really that important. It's not gonna matter in a few years. College stress is really big in my life right now, but I know that like regarding that, you just need to focus on your schoolwork. You need to just try your hardest and try not to let it ruin your high school experience.
Relationship stress. Yeah, that's a big one. Relationships are probably one of the biggest things, besides drama, at a high school. You see kids with one girl one day, another girl the next day. So, it's a little stressful because those girls will like talk to you and then they'll be like, "Oh, I just want to be friends." Like, come on, dude, that's not even cool. Like, you're playing with the dude's feelings. I had a big problem during that year of being single because like I try to talk to girls, but like they always turn out to be like super crazy or just, I don't know, not my type. And also like when you try to talk to a girl and they're like, "Oh, all guys are the same," so they try to put you on the same level as some of the other dudes that are actually worse than you are when it comes to maturity in a relationship. So it's kind of a bummer. You want to take a girl on a nice date, you gotta have a job, and if you don't have a job, you won't have money to take a girl on a nice date. And a lot of girls nowadays, not no offense, but they look for a guy with some kind of money so they can go on nice dates in the movies or whatever. And you wouldn't want to be dating not a hobo. You want to be dating like some loser, I guess, that's not gonna get a job and like smokes pot all the time. How I managed my relationship stress, I hung out with my friends a lot, my guy friends, so then we could just chill and I could get my mind off of those things. Yeah, you just kind of gotta like stay away from the drama that comes from talking to girls, or I guess drama from other people's relationships. You just want to like steer clear of that. Maybe picking up a hobby. Like, I play soccer, so that's one way I get all my stress out. I just play soccer.
Alright, when you're driving, what do you stress about, like, the most? Scraping.
Dude, I don't even know what to talk about, to be honest. One of the things I stress about is on the road when you see somebody old driving and they can't really see you and they cut in front of you. You have to slam on your brakes. It takes a lot of energy to hold it all inside of you and not run to the back of their bumper on purpose. So that's one thing. My car is low, so I have added on stress because of the dents and the potholes around our town, and it's a little stressful when you see one in the middle of the road and it's kind of hard to dodge because you have cars on both sides of you. So you kind of have to like swerve into their lane a little bit, and you might get the horn if one or
when you're driving,
Grind your
bro.
gears. Besides,
Or grind your gears.
Grind your gears.
a bad.
Alrighty, well, normally when I go to car shows and stuff, I group up with some of my friends, and on the way there, sometimes they like to drive a little crazy. They'll like get up behind you and ride your bumper, and they'll swerve back and forth, and they'll also like turn on their bright lights, and that gets kind of annoying, and you kind of just want to brake check them a little bit sometimes, and it takes a lot to just keep driving normally and just do you. So another thing is sometimes when you're driving and you almost run into a car because they swerve into your lane, it's very stressful because you get so close to them, your heart starts pounding, your heart starts racing, and one way to control that is just to take some deep breaths, slow down, and maybe sometimes you might need to pull over and just collect yourself back up and just keep going.
Cut!
It's nighttime, and you're driving straight, and there's no cars in front of you, and you just want to close your eyes, and you start closing your eyes, and you start dozing off a little bit, you open your eyes up, and you're into the next lane. That can be stressful as well.
You got it? What are you doing? Stop moving it. So I'm going to be talking about job stress, guys. It's a depressing topic, though, but I'm going to make it fun and very eventful. You know, you're kind of excited when you get your first job, but it comes with a lot of responsibilities, like being on time or, you know, going through with something, making sure you do everything your boss tells you and your employees to not let them down. So that's a lot of stress, especially if you're like a young kid and you're like working to like do your best at your first job. So to better manage that is to kind of like change your attitude about things, and also follow through on a lot of things and listen to people that are higher above you, like your superiors. Especially like if you're working fast food like I did, you might want to like make sure you're making the food on time, because you know fast food, they want it done pretty quick. So it can get kind of stressful during like times like lunch or breakfast. So just make sure you're moving quick through that. You want to make sure that you have a good job and you want to save a lot of money, because in the future you're going to need that money. And you know, if you're a young kid and you see a lot of things that you want, you're probably going to want the temptation of like, you know, spending it. And that's not really a good idea. So to better manage the stress you have at your job, make sure you make like a schedule for yourself, and you kind of like know what times you need to be working and everything, so you don't want to be late and make your superiors mad. Better manage yourself, you could you know, make your own schedule, use a planner. That's what I do. I put like my times, my shifts for my job in my planner, so I know like when to you know, go to work and stuff. And I'm looking at my homework too, so I know like what's going on with my work and school. That way I don't like have to you know, cross over or do things like all together at once, because that's just more stress, honestly. And another thing with job stress is actually getting the job. You know, you're kind of nervous when you go up to that interview and you don't really know like how an interview goes and stuff. You don't know this person, this boss that's interviewing you, so it's kind of like, it's nervous. You want to make a good first impression. So a good first impression, you know, comes with just you being calm and you being yourself. I mean, act like, you know, formal and smart, but don't act like a dumbass or anything. But like, just make sure that you get the job, like, and you just be yourself when you have that job, because it's not really cool to act like somebody else when you have a job, because then you have to have two personalities, and that's just more stress. Yeah.
Alright.
Freestyle. Alright, freestyle.
Yo.
Speak up though, speak up.
Yeah.
Speak up, speak up.
I gotta think about this first, dude. I'm not freestyling. I'm trying to think, still thinking.